It's another historic weekend of Formula One here at Zandvoort. The track has seen many unforgettable moments, like Gilles Villeneuve's three-wheeled lap at the 1979 Dutch Grand Prix, which cost him victory. What excitement lies ahead this year? There's never a dull moment at Circuit Zandvoort. It's fast, very fast, with long straights and wide curves. But it also features two heavy banked corners, where aerodynamic improvements are sure to help our drivers. With the season nearly concluded, time is running out for the teams. Can anyone make a last-minute breakthrough? Can the leading drivers hold on? Only time will tell. The weekend begins here. Here we are, back for another day of Formula One action, where practice wraps up and qualifying unfolds. Whoever said every second counts clearly hadn't revelled in the sport of Formula One, where grid positions can be decided by thousandths of a second. The drivers competing today are amongst the finest in the world, but the margins are even finer. And as you can probably guess, there is no margin for error. Let the competition commence.
So welcome guys, you join me here, Snow86. We are back in Formula Manager 2022. So we're here at the Dutch Grand Prix guys, and we are ready for qualifying. So we're just going to send out Alex first, get him out on track, get one flying lap under our belt, and we'll see what our general pace is like. So we'll just get him out there for a little bit, and then we were going to send Theo pretty much straight after him. So we'll get him just zoom around this opening lap. And we're back here. So we'll go ×2 for this view. The first one won't really matter too much. So yeah, no major upgrades on the cars guys. Both cars are running the exact same spec parts. The only differences are engine, gearbox and ERS units, which are taking different uses throughout the year. But so far it is looking good there. Alex sets a purple. Now obviously he's the first man on the track, so he's always going to be purple, but somebody has beaten him. Looks like it's a Red Bull out there as well between our two cars. So it'll be interesting to see what our pace is guys. And we've developed the car pretty well so far this year. I think we've been kind of making small gains on that midfield pack. Can we keep that momentum going? I'm not sure. But you'll see our drivers are across the line. We're still 1.6 seconds off Verstappen's pace guys. So that's an outlier of how the rest will go guys. So yeah, interesting. But saying this, we might do one more development for the car for the rest of the year. It'll probably be an underfloor I think. And after that we're going to just focus heavily on next year's car guys. So that's the plan. So we're going to get our drivers back to the pits here, and we'll be back as always for our second and final run. So we're back guys with just another 3 minutes on the clock for our final runs. As you can see, we are currently standing P11 and P13 with our drivers. So that is fantastic. Now obviously there is some outliers in that. Carlos Sainz is one. Gasly and Alonso I would expect to be a lot quicker. Mick Schumacher probably has more pace considering where K-Mag is. So lots of little things like that to be looking at and concerned about. But as we approach the 2.5 minute mark guys, we're getting pretty close to, I'd assume, there we go, we have movement. So we're going to try and get Theo out straight away if we can somewhere. Don't know if we got anybody out yet guys. So we're down to a minute left. So we're going to send Alex out there now. Alex is out behind Bottas and Theo's in front of Bottas. So we will just zoom around and get our drivers onto our flying lap guys, and we'll see can we get for the first time this year 2 cars into Q2. It'll be a big step for Williams. There's a lot riding on it. As it stands at the moment we're on it, but I can't see that lasting
Sounds
forever.
like a spin.
So we're just going to go and we'll jump on board with Theo as he heads down for his final flying lap of Q1. 20 seconds on the clock. Yes, we will get Alex across the line thankfully. I'm not sure who just crossed the line there in last place. Is it Perez? No, it must be Verstappen then. Oh, Verstappen literally got across the line with seconds to spare, guys. That is called timing to perfection. But we'll see Theo coming through. He's yellow in the first sector. Alex is managing to go quicker, so that's good for Alex. And you can see there's not much between our two drivers, a tenth of a second. As I say, they're both running the same setup for the first time this year. So it'll be interesting to see how we go. I think who moves up there? Carlos Sainz moves up to P3. So we are actually now right on the cusp with our drivers. And we're complaining of tyre heat issues, which is not uncommon. This track is working and both our drivers now are out, and it's a 3 tenths, I don't know, can we make that up, but Alex is flying on his lap, guys. So we'll jump on board with Alex here as he comes out of the final sector. Theo crosses the line, he does improve slightly. Alex, oh, he improves as well, but not as much as what we'd like, guys. So unfortunately the gap is, ooh, Verstappen just hit pole time there. That blew everybody out of the water. So we are knocked out. A little bit upsetting. I thought we might get one of our drivers through. I was even hoping to get sneak the 2 in, but not to happen at the Dutch Grand Prix, guys. Timing wise, 3 tenths to the Haas is a lot of time there, guys. But yeah, we'll just have to see. The McLaren's really improved here on this track. Not sure where that performance came from, but they have done it. Now there is engine penalties to factor in, so we will be starting above P15 definitely. I think K-Mag, Daniel, Rick and Yuki will be below us, so we should gain a few positions from that, guys. But yeah, we are out of qualifying, so we won't dwell on it too much longer, and we'll be back here with the race.
The time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
Williams had a good performance in qualifying. Now they'll be eager to demonstrate that they can have an even better race. AlphaTauri did rather well in qualifying. Let's see if they can manage to achieve a strong start for the race itself. And the race will be taking place under blue skies. That means the teams should be able to apply their strategies without any added complications.
So let's see how the teams tackle this race today here at the Dutch Grand Prix. As the sun continues to shine, it seems like nothing can dampen the mood of excitement here at the track. Here we have Alexander Albon. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. And looking at the second Williams car. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. The race start is mere seconds away. The drivers are ready, and the crowds are waiting.
Here we go, guys. The lights are on, and we are getting ready for 5 lights and out.
And it's lights out,
and
away we go.
So we're flat out attack off the start, as always, guys. We'll jump on board here. So we're just going to get, that's okay. We'll just have to tell Theo maybe not to, oh, he can't. He's got Mick Schumacher all over him. And Mick could get a good drive here. No, we do. So Theo's actually going to get a great run. Oh, look at that. Getting forced a little bit wide there. Who was that? Ocon is having a little bit of trouble, guys, but Theo might get through.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
So that is good for us, guys. We managed to get drivers through there. We're just going to flick them both to balance
increase,
now.
lift and coast.
As we don't want to burn through too much fuel off the start. And we might even go, oh no, we'll keep Alex on deploy and see can you make a move.
Make sure you do something in.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's not good. So Albon there, now we need Theo to play rear gunner a little bit. So we just got to get Alex now to drive on and try and catch on to the back of this group.
Okay.
And that should drag Theo with him. The main thing for us is to stay within that 1 second gap, guys, so we can more or less grab DRS when we get the chance to get it. We might even just for a little bit get Theo pushing
Full
here
deploy.
on the full deploy. We'll just speed it up just a fraction. And we're going to go neutral now again because he's got a good run there. So for us it's all now about staying in
DRS
the
is enabled.
DRS train, which I think we have done, and if we can gap Mick Schumacher, which I think he might be over the second now, which is good. Before we get to the next DRS section, hopefully guys we can pull away. We're currently P12, P13, and that is not bad. We'll certainly take this at the moment. Now we do need to get Theo just to watch his tires, and the same for Alex. You just need to get him running under a race strategy now, so that we don't burn through tires and everything else that goes with that. And hopefully we can hold off the cars behind. And it's just going to be a little bit of a DRS train now for a while, guys. So we're just going to let it run here for a little bit, guys, see what happens. Anything interesting. Hopefully we can hold station. Ocon is a quicker car, there's no denying that. We got him just purely on his mistake on this opening laps. Hopefully now that everybody has the DRS and we're in a bit of a train, we might just get tagged along here nicely. And then we're not pushing, overly pushing. We might, hopefully guys, not have any driver mistakes this time around. We'll just have to see. Now Norris does seem to be falling off the pace of the guys in front, so there might be a chance there for Alex to do something. But he's still within the window of DRS, so no, he's after catching back up to the group. So it's going to be a fairly interesting race on tyres, I think, really is where it's all going to come down to, guys. Pit stops and see who's best at what. Now Alex, or both our drivers now are starting to drop a little bit, so we could do the, we will get it though, helping at DRS, which is good. That DRS train is quick, it's moving fast, guys. Now what's concerning me is at the moment my fuel delta is way out on Alex, so I'm not sure where that's coming from. Hopefully he can reclaim some of that. Even Theo's is way out. So is this going to be one where we're going to be tight in fuel at some stage? I'm not sure, but for now we're okay. It might come back to us during the Grand Prix, we'll have to see. We didn't take any fuel out of the car, so I don't know why we're short on it, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But thankfully we are leaving Tsunoda behind. I think he's finally got clear of the two Haas cars, so he's kind of what we're looking at beating realistically. I think Ocon will jump us once the pit stops start happening. I think that will happen, guys. So we're just going to keep it going now, as we're already doing a one-stop race this time around, guys. So we'll just we'll have to see how we get on. Yeah, but while there is not a whole pile happening, guys, we might skip just a little bit of the race and see how we get on. Give another lap or two just to see, but it's looking pretty status quo with the last 5-6 laps now. So how is our prediction on tyre life? It's looking okay. Fuel is the concern, but it's starting to come back to us slowly, which is good. That is good. Theo is still on Don't Fight teammate. We just don't want our cars getting too close and making bits of each other. That would be a terrible shame. I've seen it happen to others. So we'll try and avoid that as best we can. Not afraid to apply team strategy if we have to. So Ocon is getting race, I'd say, because Tio's going pretty defensive. We could probably ride on board with Ocon for a while. He's definitely out of position. Where is Alonso? Alonso is 7th, guys. Actually, Alonso is the head of this train. So there you go. Gasly's probably a little bit quicker, maybe. Bottas definitely. I don't know about Joe. Joe's pace in races can disappear. Norris is doing pretty good. Tsunoda is slowly catching us and unfortunately dragging everybody with him, which is a bit upsetting. So yeah. So fuel is kind of balancing out. It's getting back to the 1 lap mark, but it's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. We might have to manage it at some stage, but for now we're okay. So we won't worry too much, guys. We just won't worry too much just yet. So what we might do here is skip ahead maybe to lap 20. Obviously if anything exciting happens before that, we will be back. But for now I think it's a bit of a DRS fest, and yep, we'll work on his racing. But yeah, I think we will skip ahead 6, 7, 8 laps, and we'll see where we come out. And that will take us nicely into our one and only stop window. So with that, guys, we'll be back here in a short second. So guys, we are back, and as you can see, we need to just get Alex to catch up again if we can. He has fallen out of the DRS thing, so we just need both our drivers to push just that little bit to get him back inside the DRS to make him safe from Ocon. Otherwise we'll get mugged, and we don't need that. So that should do us again for another little bit, guys. Now we're getting pretty close to the pit windows. Some people have pitted, but as of yet nobody else is into the pit, so it is still status quo. The only ones to pit, I think, were the likes of Mick Schumacher. Ricardo, I think, pitted. Tsunoda pitted. Possibly an Aston Martin or two, but it's hard to tell because the Aston Martins are just so far off the pace here at the moment. So nobody's been developing their car, it looks like. So we've managed to get ourselves back into this little train, which is nice, and some of them should start pitting soon, I would estimate. So we'll just have to see how it goes, but so far so good. The race is kind of panning out all right at the moment, guys. We won't say it's fantastic. Again, there are potentially points on offer if we can play it right and get ourselves into a good position, but failing that, it could be a P13, P14, depending on what happens with guys in front of us. Still nobody in front of us is pitted yet. I thought they would by now. What a tire life like. So we're looking at Bottas, Alonso, Gasly, Norris will probably come into the pits. So once that happens, this queue here will literally become us and Joe. So it's important then that we kind of push on as much as we can. So now I'm finding it hard to find a spot around this lap where we can kind of charge our battery just a bit. Maybe here could be a good spot, actually. So we're just going to try and do a little harvest here with Alex and just see can we get something back. We need to go neutral here though. Oh, it's kind of ebbing and flowing, the old ERS harvesting, but we'll try and harvest out of this corner again. See can we get a little bit. Let's go neutral here to stay within the second. Leclerc is in the pits. So there they all go. everybody's into the pits now, guys. So we shoot up the table. So now it's a bit of time to really make a move. We gotta go. And this will be interesting to see how our pace compares to Joe. He seems to be doing a good solid bit there. He's actually gapping us, so it'd be nice if we could actually get onto the back of Joe here. So we might end up, we don't have it. We don't have the ERS to play with, guys, to try and close us onto the back of him there. So that's interesting. But we do have enough. Theo still has DRS, so he should have enough to stay there. We'll just deploy a little bit and see, can we just maybe close up a little bit. Have to go neutral here because we don't have it. And then we're going to have to deploy out of here. So this is a tetchy game we're playing here, guys.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay, but we're now within the window and we've gained a little bit back. So that's important, guys. That could be a bold move for us. So we're just going to harvest here now pretty heavily. Oh wow, he goes into the pits. And Ocon is in the pits now as well, guys. So while we can, Theo has managed to save a huge chunk of time. So we're actually going to do a little swapperoo here in a second. If I can organize this well, I will do well here. Might do it down this straight. Nope, we'll do it on the next one. We'll do it down the home straight. That should be enough for us to do it. We just got to be clever with how we do it. Right, he's decided that was the best place to do it, which is a bit strange, but anyway. So we're going to flick back to the front camera. And that was, oh, that was a terrible place to leave him pass, but anyway. I don't know, has that really favoured Alex, but because now he's outside the DRS.
And we think you can reduce lifting coast.
I was hoping there that I could really do a lot of ERS charging behind Theo, but Theo now is just setting the world on light as he goes about his business. And the reason we jumped him like that is Theo will be boxing first, so it made a bit of sense. But he is leaving Alex for dead here at the moment. Safety car now would be massive.
They've gone wide!
So the fact people are running wide and stuff is also good for us, guys. It means that the potential pace they might pick up from their new tyres will be offset, so we'll take that. So we'll open the pit options, and Theo's going to be in this lap.
Box.
So we're going to go max attack now with Theo because he did manage to save his tyres so much. I think it's the two Aston Martins were actually stuck behind here now with Alex, so he really does need to jump in. There's one. He'll get a helping of DRS, which is handy, and he should get a helping here again, so we should be able to harvest out of this corner. And that is big. We're going to ignore this. On neutral. Tio is in the pits. So where is Tio going to come back out, guys? There goes Ocon is ahead of us. So he is out in front of Bottas, but he is behind this queue of cars. So they did manage, we did okay, we're still P13, and we've Bottas now to contend with. But we're going to run Alex one more lap. We're going to go Alex now flat attack. And then we can pit this lap with Alex. And we're just going to have to do a little bit of harvesting, guys, because he is burning through his ERS. So we're just going to have to try and build it back up here on this in lap. And with Tio now in the train, he might be able to start harvesting a little bit as well. Oh, missed it. So we're going to jump on here with Tio, and we're just going to go. We won't do it here, but so Alex is back out into the Grand Prix, and we can now go neutral. And we can push Alex on now. He's lost a good chunk of time, but I think we're out just behind Bottas. Yes, we are. So if we can just gain a little bit. Are we outside the second there? I think we are. So yeah, I'm not sure what we do there. Do we? We'll do it. Nope, that did not work. I was hoping we could get onto the back of Bottas there, but that did not work in the slightest. So we're now going to have to do a lap or two of harvesting. Tio is P12, so he's doing okay. As I say, Ocon had the pace all along. As you can see, he just jumped us. So yeah, that was probably always going to happen. And Ricardo is the car behind us, so we just need to build it back up just a little bit. So 32 laps to go. We shouldn't be pitting again unless something mysteriously terrible happens. We can probably go neutral for now. So if we just speed it up just a little bit more, guys, we'll see how the race unfolds. But so far it's looking pretty status quo. The DRS is powerful tool, and this seems to be a track where it's just very powerful. So with that being said, Verstappen is cruising away with this from Perez. Leclerc in third, and where is Sainz? Sainz is only in 6th place, guys. Not sure, was it a pit stop, and now he's stuck behind the Mercedes of Russell. But that seems to be where we stand at the moment. Yellow flag sector 2, not sure who that was, but
Someone spun out.
Leclerc spins. Big moment for Ferrari, guys. But I think they're still leading the championship, so they should be okay. I can see Ricardo and Tsunoda just kind of DRSing themselves ever so slightly closer to us.
And a new position. just gained by Williams.
Oh, can
Let's
we watch
take a
that?
look at the replay. Now we see the Williams here.
So what goes on here? Tio just gets a massive run as the Aston Martin holds everybody up.
Gaining a position there.
And that is great for Tio. He's up to P11.
Back in the garage, the team absolutely
That is
loved
fantastic.
it.
I do love that. That is great news, guys. Great news. So Tio's up to P11 and only Lando Norris stands between him and points. The question is, do we have the pace to get Norris? Ooh, there's a yellow flag. Bottas spins, I think it is. So, I think...
Did somebody spin out there? Let's take a closer look.
Bottas
Now let's
spins,
watch
guys.
this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
Oh,
What a spin!
that's unlucky. That's great for us, though. So we're just going to jump back in here. And we can see that Gasly's after getting onto the back of, or Albon's after getting onto the back of Gasly. So hopefully they can just pull each other around, although they're doing a fair bit of fighting now, guys. And to be fair to the Dutch track here at Zandvoort, it seems to be a very good track for side-to-side racing. But with Bottas spinning, that allows Tio really to have a clean run at Lando. And he should get DRS here and breeze past. Oh, what? I feel like I was cheated there. So Albon is now up to P12.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
So we're happy with that, guys. It's all seemed to be kicking off here around the lap 47, 45 mark. It's just exploded into a hive of action, and all of a sudden we have two cars running pretty much nose to tail, and they are so close to points, it's unbelievable. We're going to turn that off because I just realized that's still on. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Now Tsunoda is slowly catching on to Gasly. I'm not sure, is Gasly running with an issue? But his pace seems to have just nosedived off a cliff. So far, so good. So what we could probably do here now is just do a little bit of harvesting. And if we're clever with this, we should just build it back up while we're behind Norris. And he's also managing to build his fuel up, so that's okay as well. Just gonna harvest here again. And again, with the helping in DRS, we should be okay. Oh wow, now he goes for it, so we're gonna have to go neutral. Of all places to make the overtake while he's harvesting, he decides now he wants to run in the points. So that is interesting. So we're gonna jump on board here with Alex, and we'll see, can we get Alex maybe to just save a little bit. Gonna harvest out of here. DRS should pull us along, and oh my god, it's like a rinse and repeat moment there, but we'll just keep the harvest on. Some serious defense going on there in front. We're just going to maintain this a while.
With a great overtake.
And neutral now, I think. So we managed actually to get our ERS values back up pretty nicely, guys. And we're still running pretty much in good earshot. Now if Gasly does manage to jump this queue, I think he will disappear and take the last World Championship point with him. So we just need to be crafty in how we manage this. Tsunoda's in the pits, Ricardo's in the pits, so they're two stopping. Now the good news for us is we're not planning on 2 stopping, we were just doing a 1. So everybody's on the hards. So Gasly could potentially be a 2 stop, guys. 20 laps. So that'll be interesting. What's Lando? Yeah, strangely our tyres are in the good condition. And we can push there pretty hard. And I'd say we could probably nearly push Tio pretty hard too, but I don't want to just yet. But Gasly's such a fierce competitor. When he gets that sniff, he just sends the car up the inside. It's nice to see it, but not when he's doing it on your cars. So this race is zipping by nicely, guys, and we are still holding a strong enough position. If I go back to the interval, Joe and Alonso have kind of stretched our legs from this pack that was running together. Ocon has managed to get ahead of everybody. Norris is still there, but Bottas with his mistakes, I think he's had 2 mistakes now, and that's costing big time. And I think we have the kind of the beating of the rest of the field, just not on 1 lap pace, which
And a new
baffles me.
position just gained by Williams.
Tio's up to P10. And we're finally starting to see a little bit of positive delta on the fuel as well, guys, which is good. So guys, this is good. We're actually fighting for championship points, which is something we weren't maybe expecting at the start of the year. I was hoping we could be up around the 16-15 mark, but we made nice progress, as I say, with the car, and that has led to this scenario where we're currently fighting for P10, and not with just 1 car, but both cars, guys. So that is fantastic. I wonder if we can bolt on 1 more upgrade before the end of the season, maybe to the underfloor, as I say. Would that see us have a bigger leap in performance? We just have to find out, I suppose, won't we? Oh, lap cars. Oh, that's going to cost. So depending on where Tio gets caught there by that, he might be able to extend here just a little bit. No, he just after getting caught again by Lando. So I think that was Verstappen coming through in this, guys, which just shows the pace Verstappen has. He's now lapped up to P10. There's some serious going. Bottas has caught up to the back of this group. I just realised that there. So we'll just keep an eye on how that develops as well. There's now a 5-car fight for P10. But I'd rather be in the fight than sitting back watching it, guys. Definitely, that's for sure. So and with only 15 laps left to go, Norris is getting the overtake done there. Now, can we get Gasly? Oh no, but Bottas can't get us. Oh, that's upsetting. And Bottas gets Gasly. Wow, Bottas just carved up through the field.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place.
So Alex there dropped to P14. And again, it just goes to show the pace that's in the Alfa Romeo, because Bottas spun and still managed to close up that gap and just breeze past us. So we go external for a little bit. I don't know how it look. Probably a little bit crazy at the speed. Tio's back up to P10. So far it's good old racing. But actually, probably think we could probably harvest a bit more with Alex and get him in a stronger position for the end of the race.
McLaren gain a position.
I think we could do that. His tyre life is still okay to the end of the race. Tio's tyre life should be okay to the end of the race as well. So there we go. I think we've managed to get Alex's ERS back up and fully charged.
Alpha Tauri gained a place.
Ooh, Gasly's after getting Tio. So Tio now is starting to struggle just a little bit. And as I said, if Gasly got ahead of this train, he'd probably leave us for dead. So this could be concerning, but hopefully the DRS will keep us all in tow still. Other than that, we're fighting for P13, 14 between the two boys. But again, we've been in the scrap. 10 laps to go, guys. 10 laps to go. And if we say we can just build up our ERS, maybe something can come to us on the last lap. I'm just going to get Alex to back up in his tyres because he is chewing them up at the moment. Now bear in mind our car stats as well, guys. I think to be fighting P12, P14 is fantastic. Because we wouldn't say we have the best car in the world. We're still, I think is it 19, 18 for most things, except for maybe high-speed corners. So this is good showing, and I think Monza is the next race out, guys. So we'll be interested to see how it all develops. Oh yes, Tio manages to get on the back of Gasly nicely.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
And Bottas managed to get Norris as well. No, I don't think Norris will get Bottas back because, as I said, Alfa Romeo is quick. But the plan here for us is just to stay with him. And that I think we can manage. Now, how are people's tyres looking? Because we're getting to that stage of the race. Gasly only has 47%. Oh, lap car. So costly. No, it's worked out. So Tio has the best tyres amongst this. So I wonder, could we get Tio maybe just to push on? It's such a risky thing with Tio because it's prone to the odd mistake, let's be honest. Ooh, there goes Valtteri. Valtteri is driving unbelievable, guys. He just slipped that up the inside.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
So we're down to 6 laps. I think Tio's tyres are going to make it, guys. So we're just going to push on with both drivers. Well, I think where we are is where we are, but we'll see. So what can we do with Alex, guys? Can we jump Lando here? I think we will try. We're going to go deploy. The joy of this track is you can kind of go it side by side if you get the opportunity. We're not managing to do it here with Lando, or yeah, we can't really get on his side. So we're just going to keep it And even with... Oh, there we go. Oh, he just backed out last second. Sorry, we got a harvest. So we just got to build our battery back up again, guys. We've done a good job of doing it, but 3 laps to go now. So it's literally going to be a all or nothing here at the end. Really is going to be an all or nothing for us, guys. So we're down to 2 laps now. So we're just going to go neutral here now again with Alex. So it's going to be a last lap hurrah, I think. So we're actually going to go harvest a little bit more. Oh, Tio!
It's a crash!
Aerodynamics, rear wing, minor damage. He should be able to finish out the race. I did say it was an all or nothing, guys, and I knew that was a risk when we did this. Is that a leader coming through? Okay, that's fine. We're going to push on here now again.
You can afford to drop back.
So we're on to the last lap, guys. We're going to do a deploy here. Now I don't think we can do much with Tio, but we will put him on deploy as well.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
So we're just going to burn things up as we go. And yeah, we always ran that risk with Tio. I know it's a little bit upsetting, but hopefully his morale doesn't take too much of a hit. He had a fantastic race, and we will learn those bugs out of him, and we will make him a fantastic
over the
driver.
finish line, and today's winner.
And we did manage to beat Lando in the end there with Alex. So we've P12 secured and P15 with Tio, guys. So pace is there, and we're just missing a little bit on the points, regular finishes. But if you told me to start the season by Zandvoort, I think it's around 15, we'd be scoring good points, or we'd be fighting for points. I think I would have taken that at the start of the season, guys. So I'm happy enough with that.
What a pleasure it was to watch Alex Albon on the track, and an amazing result to match. Williams have got to be happy with their results here. This was good work.
I wouldn't be surprised if the team's performance today won them a lot of new fans.
After the race, they sit in 7th place in the constructor standings.
We now look ahead to the next round in Monza in Italy. The Temple of Speed is waiting, and the teams will be ready and raring to go.
So it's Monza next time out, guys, but as I say, for the Dutch Grand Prix, I don't think we did too bad. Managed to gain it. Oh, Tio actually lost the place overall, but still, all in all, we had the pace. We managed to keep ahead of the Hasses, which is good, McLaren, the 2 Aston Martins, and we were fighting with the Alpha Tauris and another McLaren and also the Alfa Romeo. So it's very encouraging stuff, guys. Unchanged in terms of the driver standings, and we still have 27 points. And the fact, again, McLaren also didn't score, which is good for us. I don't think we're going to do anything on P6, so P7 is probably the best we can do this year. And we're going to give it our all to make sure we finish there. So guys, until next time, I've been Snowman86. This has been Formula 1 Manager 2022 at the Dutch Grand Prix, and we'll see you all again at Monza. As always guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you all again. Take care.